Today's episode is brought to you by Hardscape Ceiling Supply, your go-to source for top-tier ceiling products made for the grind. Whether you're protecting pavers, concrete, or natural stone, they've got the gear and guidance to help your jobs last longer and shine brighter. Trusted by pros who know the difference. From prep to finish, seal the deal with Hardscape Ceiling Supply. From cleaning to sealing, restoration to protection, they support pros who know the difference. Available exclusively at Daytona Pressure North, located at 2323 North State Street, building number 138, Bunnell, Florida. And tell them you heard it here on the Clean Humor Podcast.
This November 4th through the 5th, the Panhandle Expo takes over Panama City Beach. The #1 free event for pressure washing and soft washing contractors. Learn from the best in the industry with powerful training sessions that will sharpen your skills and help grow your business. Experience top vendors, hands-on demonstrations, and the latest equipment live and in action. Network with contractors from across the country at the Edgewater Beach and Golf Resort. November 5th and 6th. Registration is free, but spots go fast. Register today at panhandleexpo.com.
Good evening. Happy Thursday, everybody. It's Anthony with Trudy. We're here on the Clean Humor Podcast. We got a couple of great guests with us tonight. First of all, let's get into some announcements. We got some sponsors we need to thank, and our platinum sponsors is C3 Skid and Hardscape Ceiling. Gold is PWNA, Freedom Wash Supply, and CETA. We want to thank those, and we want y'all to go support them every chance you get. But don't forget about the Panhandle Power Wash store. You need to support them also because they're the ones that's doing this great event for us. Tuesday, we got sign-up classes. Need to be reminded to do that. Got PWNA doing a safety certification class. I believe it's the first ever free certification class that they've ever done. I'm trying to hurry, guys, because we got a lot packed in here. We got like 6 people going to be on here tonight. Greg Taylor's going to do paver sealing. David Sessions is going to do a founder's workshop. Encourage y'all to get signed up for that. Also, go over to the App Store, Apple or Google Play. Download the Panhandle Expo app. Turn on your notifications for you to get your notifications that come up. If there's any changes in anything, we can go in the app, put them in there, and it'll go direct to your phone. But we won't be running around and trying to holler at people and get everybody in place. So that means we're going to be in Panama City Beach the 3rd, 4th through the 6th. Go to www.panhandleexpo.com, get registered for that event. It's a great event. We're going to start this evening out with Paul Lewis. He's from Pressure System Innovations. Great guy. Got a lot of knowledge in him, behind him. And we just want to welcome him to the show. And they do have a booth at the show. So if you got any of their equipment, they'll be there. Ask questions about it. So, Paul, we're going to turn it over to you for a minute, and you talk about the show and the different shows that y'all attend and stuff, and we go pair them up with the band.
Sure. So we are a pressure washer manufacturer. I'd like to share, maybe I'll share the story, Trudy, about how we first met and got going. So yeah. We sell through dealers only, and we make a premium line of pressure washing equipment and et cetera. And Trudy and Shane reached out to me when they wanted to transition out of the cleaning business and into being a distributor, and was frustrated that no one basically would give them the time of day. And, we were not starting up, but we were kind of, early on in our career and our success. And we just hit it off and decided that basically, even though there wasn't the real quote unquote typical qualifications, as you will, to be a dealer, there was something there that we decided that we needed to partner with them and take a chance and make it work. And it's been fantastic ever since. I mean, they absolutely proved us right, and we proved them right. And I think we've been a mutual reason for both of our success. So Trudy, thank you, and thanks Shane for me. And so that goes way, way back. I mean, that was that's
That's COVID era right there, ain't it?
it's been no, this is before COVID. This
Well,
was
we opened the store. We got our business license January 2020. When everybody was shutting down, we had the bright idea to open. So, yeah, we're like, oh, that sounds like a great idea with all the supply issues and everything.
Sure.
But, you know, we worked hard and we got it done, and we made connections with suppliers that we are like-minded with and have the same work ethics and goals and customer support. And, you know, I surround myself with those kind of people, and PSI fit that bill for us. You know, we didn't want to call our customers making excuses because we were promised something here, and then 3 months later it still wouldn't happen. I'm calling the customer, I'm sorry, well, they told me this. So, you know, they've been honest and open. If it's back ordered, they'll say, hey, they said 4 weeks, but it's going to be more like 6, you know, so they're honest with me, so I can be honest with the customer, and that's how I do business, and that's how they do business. So it just works out great for everybody involved.
Yeah, we both operate, you know, with honesty and integrity and high quality. We, you know, we know what we're doing. I mean, you know, we can't, you know, and that's why, you know, when we go back and talk about it, the first Panhandle show we were certainly a part of, and we were just chatting right before coming live that, you know, I think we've been part of every one as, you know, as support. You know, we're not there, you know, we're not selling anything. We're just there for questions and answers and support Shane and Trudy. That's our sole reason to be there. And, you know, it's great for us too. It's a, you know, it's a learning experience when you interact with the, you know, with the contractors directly and find out what their challenges are and their concerns are. You can talk to Shane and Trudy. Here's what we're hearing on the street. All you guys have been just, you know, instrumental in bringing our equipment to where it is today. It's got to be the best. Or, you know, if it's not the best, it's not a bandit, you know. So that's, you know, anyway.
And you can make your stuff, and you can sell your stuff. And, you know, I talk to a lot of guys, and as a contractor, I've been to CETA, I've been to Huge, and I'll get in front of my rep or their boss, and I'll tell them exactly why I don't like their product or what's wrong with their product. And they're kind of looking at me like, what? I'm like, this is the contractor talking to you, not the distributor. So, you know, I've been out in the field for years. This is what's faulty on your, and if you can't fix it, you're not going to get the sales. And they listen to that. And there's not a lot of shows that you have that, where the contractor can come tell you about your product, if it's great, amazing, or if it needs to be, you know, fixed. So.
Yeah, exactly. And, you know, this gives us an opportunity too to bring we're going to be bringing some new stuff. I mean, some new innovative products. It's Pressure Systems Innovation. So we got to represent, right? So we'll be bringing the new chain gang, which is the carbon fiber poly chain drive system. We'll be bringing the Bandit Pro Force, which is a high-end surface cleaner. We'll be bringing the Pressure Ranger, which is the dual purpose unit. All this stuff. And again, the reason is to educate. You know, the more we can talk and teach and you know, selling really to me anyway is solving a problem. If someone has a need and we're able to fit them into the right piece of equipment through the right dealer with the right service, then everybody succeeds. So that's the ultimate goal, and that's why we're so committed to this show, Trudy.
And you are going to demo the dual wash, is that correct?
We are. I'm not sure about the demo. I've got Dave Starling, which is he's real versed in it, setting the whole thing up, and I'm not sure what we even scheduled for or what time we have. So I'm unclear of that, but we'll
be demoing something. But happy birthday, Dave! It's his birthday today.
Yeah, right. Happy birthday, Dave.
Happy birthday, Dave.
Awesome. Well, you know what? We are proud to have you there with us and support us, and, you know, show your equipment and everything. It's amazing to see, you know, 20 years ago when we started, the equipment, I mean, soft wash back then was a pump up and a garden hose. Now look at it. It's just changed so much. It's crazy.
Well, it's this whole industry by itself, isn't it? I mean, almost, you know. So Having said that, I'm super excited to announce that Comet Pumps is partnering with us on the booth, and they'll be there with the we'll have the VI Power, which is the battery operated 54 volt soft wash motor and pump that'll be paired with a P40, and that I think is set up with a tank and everything, so we can. I think we may be able to demo that. I'm not 100% sure about that either, but
the way Raj talked last week, we was going to get to demo it.
Okay, that'd be great. Yeah, I mean that is the talk of the industry right now. I mean, along with some of the things that we're doing, we have Comet helping us with some other things, so we'll be there to answer any questions anybody has. So, and that's why we're there. So,
and you have one more announcement you wanted to announce.
Well, do I have to address the elephant in the room?
Are you calling me an elephant?
No, I'm not. I am so proud.
It's one of the biggest
I'm
in
so
the
proud
industry yet, and I'm so glad that we get to have it on our show.
Yeah, this is
to start with.
I'm so proud to announce that PSI has acquired the Nilfis HPW, which is Pressure Pro and Hydrotech, and we are dedicated. If I could just say a couple words about that, to continuing the legacy. We're going to be business as usual. It's really a good thing. This should settle all the. Hey, puppy.
I'm going to say good
He
night.
was trying to get in a while ago, wasn't he?
Yeah.
So yeah, we're going to continue to run it as Pressure Pro Tech, and it's going to be the talk of the industry, and in no time flat. The dealers and the vendors and everybody that had any concerns, those concerns will be alleviated, and we're already. It's been nothing but fantastic feedback from even competitors are congratulating us. It's just a wonderful feeling to see that this landed in the right hands.
Yeah. Awesome. Well, that is great news, and I know you wanted to get in and out, so you can hang around if you want, but you're welcome to go, and we'll talk to Jeremiah.
I actually do have to run, but Trudy, I can't wait to see you guys, and we're so looking forward to another successful year with your show. So we'll see you in a couple of days.
6 days.
6 days.
6 days. See you, Paul.
All right.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Congratulations again.
Thank you so much. All right, bye.
Bye. And here is my classmate, or what do we call each other? Co-teacher? Co-speaker.
It's your sidekick.
Yeah, you're my sidekick. He's my co-speaker. Gosh.
Y'all ain't read the schedule yet. These two are going to be doing property protection and the paint issues at the show. And I don't have the exact time, and they're going to be in there. I think there's maybe second.
Yeah, I think
Wednesday.
Wednesday. We do. I think we do a circuit training, and then we're next. Lana's probably going to pull that up.
It's the last thing. It's the last thing on the first day.
Okay, it's the last thing on Wednesday. Awesome. Yeah, I mean, Jeremiah and I were doing it separate, and then Alana and I were talking. I'm like, it's the same class. It's plan of property protection. We're both there to do it. Jeremiah
does an excellent job in it.
So he's going to have most of the class. I'm going to shorten because I've done my class for so long that I can put it in a 15-minute thing and spit it all out. So I'm just going to jump on the end of his class and let him put all his cool little gadgets and ideas and everything he came across, which is awesome.
There we are, right there.
Yeah, we are.
3:30 to 4:30.
Wish we could blow that up because I can't even read that.
Well, because you're old, Anthony.
You lucky we live, or I'd give you the finger.
Hey, for sure it hasn't been the first time I've done on here.
You got any new stuff you gonna bring out this year, Jeremiah?
I'm no, not really. I've got like my sign that I put my A-frame sign. I'm gonna bring it. I'm looking for props still. I need to reach out to some people about getting some camera systems that I could just bring and people can look at that, and we could talk about how to wrap them and stuff like that.
I have a couple laying around because Shane's never happy with what he buys and usually keeps upgrading for no reason. So I might have some.
Yeah, and so no, I think I added probably no more than 10 slides to last year, and I left everything from last year in there.
Yeah,
So I'm leaving it the same exact way that it was. I'm not really changing much about it. So.
And you last year you did it the night before you were speaking, right?
They're pretty close.
Last minute, yeah.
Yeah. I did not the night before I was speaking, but the night before I left to go down there. So I'm ahead of schedule already. So, and I did your PowerPoint today, so I'm really ahead of the game.
Yeah, so I'm not doing my slideshow. I'm just dumping it on the end of his because we're just gonna let it slide and save time instead of changing out laptops. So I'm like, hey, you want to put my slideshow on yours? He's like, sure. I'm like, let's do it.
Yep. So that's done. Both of them are done. So, no, I don't think I'm doing anything different than I did last year. I didn't get any negative feedback. Maybe people just don't.
No, man, it was
I
great.
don't know if you don't want to do that or whatever, but I didn't get anything negative, so I figured don't change it if it works.
Just the little everyday items you use, I wouldn't have thought of using. It's
yeah, I added one to that list. The
why are we sliding to the left and right? What are we
I
doing?
don't know. Phil said slide to the left, slide to the right.
Are you getting your line dance ready for the social night?
No.
Oh, crisscross. Oh, we're not dancing. What is this?
They done went on out there.
This is why it's
called
because we don't know what's going to happen over there.
It was your class, man, was one of the best ones that I've seen, and I'm looking forward to it again.
Yeah, I was nervous. Maybe after this is my third time being on this podcast. Maybe after more exposure to the content or whatever you want to say this year, maybe I won't be so nervous or whatever. Or maybe I still will be.
You won't be nervous, man. Just get up there and be yourself, just like you are right here, and everything works itself out.
Yeah, it works out good anyways. And so I'm glad we're kind of at the end of the day that day because we maybe we won't be as rushed. The end of the day of the first day, you're not rushed. The end of the day of the second day that would be rough because everybody's ready to be done. So
well, just stay away from Casey's booth or we might both be slurring our
words. Oh,
yeah.
And they got him right by the bar too. So
he wanted them all. He said, I want those booths. I'm like, I know why. I'm not going to. We're good. You're going to have them.
Yeah. But yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I think it's going to be probably the best one that we've put on yet this year or in 6 years. This year is going to be the best one.
And it'd be nice to have the whole thing. We're not like splitting it with the firefighters or whatever. Yeah. So it'll be nice that we don't have to worry about that grumpy old man that was there last year.
I thought I was going to have to bail Jared out.
Yeah. I look forward to it. I'm excited. I'm going golfing on Tuesday with two guys that I met at the event. So it'll be cool to connect with them. And then Wednesday, of course, I'll get to see everybody and catch up with everybody. So I'm super excited about it.
Yeah. And this year we did a little bit different. It used to be 45 minutes for the circuit training. We've added it to an hour. So we've done 4 circuit trainings instead of 6. So we have more time to network, more time on the showroom, more time to ask the questions, that they're asking. They're still getting the education because we added that Tuesday. And I think next year we're going to do a whole 3 days. And because I had to turn away so many people that wanted to come and help and train. And there's so many variations to washing. I mean, there's hood vents, there's the solar panels, there's so much tennis court. You got a niche, trash can cleaning. We had an AC guy one year how to clean the AC coils, and that was interesting. But I mean, there's so many, and I'd like to get somebody from each one to come teach, where everybody can stand in that class and learn. Maybe they don't want to do it, but maybe they can listen to the class and like, you know what, we can do this. We can add this service on and make more money for our family. So I did hood vent cleaning for about 6 months and said, nope, nope, not doing it. Not doing it. Well, Shane had me standing up on the grill thing, and my hair was getting stuck to the vent, and it was just nasty. And I'm like,
poor thing.
I'm like, why are you standing
Yeah,
down
you
there?
doing the grunt work.
Nasty stuff. But yeah, that's what happens when you're tiny and he's 6 foot and 230, so I'm like, hey, get up there and do this. But so, there's a lot of different things that we can bring to the event. But I mean, you have brought so much information, so I'm happy and proud to be part of your platinum property protection. I kind of didn't ask you. I'm like, hey, I'm going to go on the last 15 minutes, but it just made sense. It just made sense.
I mean, and the thing is like the stuff that I'm talking about is literally what I used. I just washed a $5 million house today, and I used the same stuff that I'm bringing with me there, and the same knowledge and the same experience. So it's not like I'm preaching something that I don't practice. I literally did it yesterday, and I'm going to do it for 2 houses tomorrow. So I mean, I burn a lot. One of my slides is a socket that I burn out the day before I did the event last year. So it's just authentic, good. I mean, it's just good information.
Stuff happens sometimes, don't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. And
yeah, I missed it. It was right behind a fern, it's the seal around it was burnt out, or the seal around it was dry rotted, and it was stuck in behind a fern, and it's the one that I missed on the front porch, and it's the one that burned up. So
yeah. And you don't trust the ones that's got the covers on them, that's got the little flip lids on them neither, because tape them things up anyway, because we got into a house, and it was one of the managers at the bank my wife works at, his house, and we was spraying, and I kept hearing a sizzling noise, and I was like, what is that noise? And so turned the machine off, and I got listening, and then I seen the smoke beside the door, so I called him real quick, and I was like, hey dude, where's your breaker box at? We got a plug that is short now. So he had to give me the code to get in the garage and turn the breaker box off and all that stuff. But even though it had the cover on it, and the flip cover and everything, it still need to tape them up.
So, I mean, see, if you back up all the way to when I reached out to Trudy before, I mean, it might have been shortly after the first event that I went to. So 2 years ago, I went to an event. Last year, I taught at that one, and then I'm going, of course, this year. But that's what I told her. I was like, man, they're just building houses so cheap now. They're leaving. I got pictures of big gaps behind electrical sockets that's right on the outside of these. I mean, from the cheap houses to the most expensive ones, it's all just cheap work, and somebody else's lack of good workman or good workmanship, we have to pick up that slack. And so that's why I felt like this class was going to be beneficial 2 years ago. So
I've got a question. I was washing a house just downstreaming, and I don't use a lot, I don't soft wash. I'm not using 14 gallons a minute, but I'm rinsing the side of this house, and the homeowner comes running out. Stop what you're doing. There's water running on my dining room table. And I'm like, what? How's that? And I mean, they had a dryer vent, but I wasn't shooting up in the dryer vent. And I'm just sitting there going, even if it was a dryer vent, why is it dumping on top of your dining room table?
Yeah.
And we couldn't figure out what it came from. It was just crazy. Have you ever heard of that? I mean, that was the craziest thing ever. I'm like, and there wasn't any like empty, those little vents up top under the soffit. There wasn't nothing of that. I kept looking.
She might better go out there and check her AC tray. It's probably or something different than.
I've washed thousands of houses, and I've never in my life washed the side of a house and water dump on her dining room table. Like, this is so crazy. But yeah, I mean, there's weird things that you don't expect, you don't know. I mean, they could have notched out something and didn't seal it, when they built it, because that was just the craziest thing. But when you say you bring the stuff you use, I tell when they ask me why the Panhandle event is different, I tell them it is because of the love of the industry. Contractors who's been out there doing it share this information to other contractors because they love the industry. They don't want to do that. They don't want to go make TikToks and make money. They want to help the others grow and help protect other customers, I can't think, customers, that's the word, help them with, protect their customers' property. And everybody's like, so they don't get paid? They volunteer to do this because of the love of the industry. And that's what makes the Panhandle event different than any other one out there. There's good ones out there, but this is different because of that.
And it's good because it doesn't matter if you've been washing for 6 months or 16 years. It's like you're going to get something out of it one way or the other. I mean, that's what I went, like, I think I talked about the last time. The reason for going to the first event was just to kind of make sure I was doing everything right, talking to people and whatever. So the next time I went, of course, I wanted to teach the class, but then I wanted to learn more about like the specifics of the Comet pump. That's just one example. You go right there and look at it, or you can talk to Raj, or you can talk to whoever, and you can find out like, hey, this is an issue I'm having. Why am I having this issue? And it might be, you need to put this valve in this spot, or whatever the case may be, to fix your issue. Or, well, they just upgraded their whole system. And I learned all about that. We knew about the Comet pump being updated last year. I learned at the event, and then I turned around and bought it, shortly after it came out after the new year. But I didn't know nothing about it until I was talking to Raj at his booth last year. So
yeah, I mean, you get the networking is amazing, either with fellow contractors or with the manufacturers. Or, I mean, I being a contractor, and I went to these events, I made friends with these manufacturers. I've known Raj for years. I know people, I don't sell their product, but they're like, hey, come on, let's go have dinner. And they take me to dinner. I don't even sell their stuff. And these are the people that I like to surround myself with, because I want the contractors and the volunteers and the speakers and trainers to get to know these people, because they're good. They're good people. And,
and their products are good too. And they stand behind their products. That I witnessed that. I just about don't deal with anybody that I don't care. I'll pay the extra shipping to get it from Panhandle, or I'll buy the C3 because I like the way Casey handles business, or whatever the case may be. But just about everything on my trailer come from somebody that's associated with the event. And I'm just going to continue to be loyal to those people because of the event, and because their products are good.
Yep. Yeah. If it wasn't for them and the rest of the contractors that support them and support Panhandle, we wouldn't be able to do this event.
Of course, yeah.
I mean,
it doesn't just take it takes, that's only 2 days out of the year. It takes the other 363 days out of the years to keep these guys' wheels rolling. So, I just bring my truck and I'll just stack up on some stuff to save me some shipping. But I love everybody that's going to be there. I've made videos about it, and it's not to promote me or what I'm doing, but to try to help just a little bit. It's different when you got somebody saying, hey, this is the product I'm using, and I have zero affiliation with the group.
Just a one time. I just bought this one time from Joe Blow's store.
Yeah.
Instead of
or it's like you got this guy that's talking about, hey, you need to buy this and if you do, you need to use this discount code. So there's no kickback for what I do there.
We don't get kickbacks for promoting Panhandle or C3 or Phil store or anybody else's. So we support them because we like what we get, and we enjoy we like them, the people, and build that relationship with them. And like me, just about everything that's on my truck has come from Panhandle.
Yeah, same.
So if I was still a washer, I didn't open Panhandle because I wasn't 50 years old when I got off the truck. If I didn't open Panhandle, I didn't have the platform to do this. I wouldn't have the suppliers and the distributors and sponsors to come and help me pay for this. So, it was like, oh, well, you're just doing it to make money. I want to make the money back. I don't want to make money off the show. I'd like to get it paid for. But the only reason I could do this show is because of the platform I have being a distributor, because of the suppliers that back me and the sponsors that back me and pay the bills to do that. I mean, I pay some of it too. I do pay for it, but without them, there's no way we could afford a venue this large with, the parking and the training and all that. There's no way. And, for those guys, oh, you're just doing it for you. I'm not doing it for me, because if I could have done it as a washer, I would have done it as a washer. I didn't have the platform. I didn't have the sponsors. I didn't have the suppliers. So, I help people all the time on the phone. Hey, I bought this from this company and it's having an issue. Well, what's the issue? I'll help you. It's like, I'm not going to say, well, call them. I'll just like, well, you're on the phone, you're on the job, you need help, I'll help you. And, that's why I brought the other vendors in, because we work together. And it was like, oh, they're your competition. They're really not my competition, because we work hand in hand to get the customer we want. So, there's a lot of misinformation out there that I'm just doing this to get rich. I don't get rich. I probably lose money every time I do an event.
And what's the I don't that argument's ignorant to me, because
it is to me.
What's the problem if you did make money? I mean, ain't that why we're all here? If you did host the event and you made money, that's freaking good.
Yeah.
To say that, oh, she put this event on to make money, well, that's kind of business 101. You're kind of supposed to make money. That's stupid to even say. So
yeah, I mean, I don't go into it to make money. I go into it and help to get the suppliers to pay for it. If I get a lot of sales out of it, awesome. But
yeah, that's good. Yeah.
No, it's good. It's a bonus, but that's not where I'm going with this. And let's
hope that you do make a lot of sales, because that would only make perfect sense to me.
Yeah. But anyway, so we got your show. And I know you got to get off here because you have to do stuff and love that puppy. If not, you can give him to me and I'll love him.
Yeah, that's in here a while ago. I thought the door was locked.
Mine was in here last week. I got a whole bunch of kisses. I'm like, okay, enough. They just like, they're like, okay, I got you. But we appreciate you doing what you do. Like Anthony said, he watched your class. I watched it. There were so many things in there, just like, whoa, like that is so simple from a basic thing.
It's super easy. It's super basic stuff.
Could save you hundreds of dollars just from that. And you don't think about it, or you don't know about it because you didn't think about it. Some people don't think about things out of the box, and it's great that you can bring this to these contractors, and thank you so much for your support every year. And I know it costs you money to come down here and do this, and we appreciate it. We appreciate it.
It's not a bad tax write-off. It's Panama City Beach. Come on.
Come on, yeah. Come on.
Come to the beach, hang out with friends. It's a good thing.
Yeah, it's so cool. I look forward to it because I've got buddies now that's like I said, we're going. They golf. I'm not. I'm going to drink a Diet Coke while they golf. But it's so cool just to see everybody again.
Yeah. Well, we thank you. And who do we have up next? We have Phil,
Chris.
Oh, Christopher. Hey, Chris.
Freedom Wash Supply.
Hi there.
Out of here, guys. I'll see y'all.
Thanks, Jeremy.
Thanks, guys.
Jeremy.
See you in 6 days.
All right.
Okay, bye. Well, hey there, buddy.
Hi there.
How are
you?
We are 6 days down to the show.
That's it. Counting down. We can't wait to get out there.
Oh, I got a few things left to do, but it's good.
Yeah.
Ain't nothing that Alana can't handle.
No, we'll be oh yeah, well, you'll be down Monday, right? So you're gonna be at Alana's house helping us.
Me?
Yeah, you're gonna be down there Monday?
I'm gonna be down there Monday.
Okay, well, you know where you're gonna be.
You finna get the finger again.
Well, there we go. Alana, we just got.
But Chris, it was nice to meet you, man. I'm sorry we ain't met in person.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. Yeah, we'll get to meet out there. I'm looking forward.
But a little background about yourself, if you want to, real quick, and then we'll get into the show.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, we're one of the newer people to the supply side. We started off washing years ago, and one thing led to another. We probably just like a lot of the people here in their area, people had a hard time getting parts and supplies, and
we always kept a lot of backstock for our own service business. So people knew that, and they'd come by and say, "Hey, you got an extra hose? You got an extra, some extra chems or whatever?" And we'd be like, "Yeah, we'll be at the shop Tuesday." And that turned in, we'll be at the shop Tuesday and Thursday, and then it turned into every day a week, and that's when we kind of got on the supply side. And it's been really nice to help people in our area and help them get the supplies they need, help them with the expertise that they need. I love seeing new people get into it. As you know, everybody's getting into it every day. There's plenty of stuff out there to wash for everyone. So we enjoy working with people, getting them into the business, kind of showing them how it works, helping them with the equipment. That's what allows us to keep doing this. But it's just really nice. It's a great community, and we enjoy doing it.
Man, I hear you. I
Yeah.
can't speak enough words about that right there. I mean, if we don't enjoy what we do, there ain't no sense in doing it.
Absolutely.
And
Absolutely.
And this event is one of the things I kind of, Phil Conway tells me, he said, your first year you got Panhandle baptized into it. And I've been to all 6 of them, and planning on being to the next 100 of them till the good Lord calls me home, or Trudy stops doing them.
Well,
It seems like a good crowd, and we look forward to seeing everybody. There's a lot of names of people that we are very close to and have helped us on our journey. But then also we're getting really excited about meeting all the new people that we haven't been able to interact with, and pretty much anybody that's coming out there is willing to invest in their business and do the training and kind of continue to grow. So these are all people that we're very interested in having conversations with, networking with, sharing our expertise, learning from them. I think it's going to be a great time.
so what are you going to be doing? I know what you're going to be doing, but these people don't know what you're going to be doing. So what are you bringing to the Panhandle event?
So the couple things. So as you know, we supply just about everything, just like everybody here. But to try to focus in on it, we've been doing a lot of soft wash systems, and specifically electric soft wash systems. And so one of the things we're really excited about, and we've got a lot of experience with now, is the Rimco Zeus pump that came out earlier this year. We have been installing a lot of them. We've gotten very familiar with that platform. It's a very exciting platform because it has all of the performance, or most of the performance of your P40s and your AR45s, but with a lot less complexity. And if you do it right, with the right electrical, right plumbing, you can get these systems to run very efficiently. And the simplicity of it is something I really love. No bypasses. It's very easy on your manifold. It's not hammering on your manifolds, causing leaks, causing issues there. It's on or off on demand. So when you're not on the trigger, it's not running. Just the simplicity of your 12 volt, but with a lot more flow. We're getting about 11 gallons a minute at about 110 PSI. So that performance is right under your P40s, your AR45s, and they're shooting about 60, 65 feet, and they have a really good impact for us. So it's been a game changer for us around here with the soft wash systems. We're excited to show it off. We're going to have a unit with us that not only will be able to see on the show floor, but also be able to demo outside and let people pull the trigger and see how it feels. And if it's something they're interested in, we'll have a whole package of things that they can get all set up with it. We are very happy to do DIY, so we're happy to give everybody all the parts to do that system and build it themselves. And then, of course, like everybody else, we specialize in building equipment and doing it right. So we'll use everything we know about it and build them a system that'll perform for them. So I believe we're going to have some giveaways there.
It is a 24 volt, right?
Yeah.
It is a 24 volt. Yes.
Bradley asked if it was. And first, did you name it Zeus?
I did not. That's Rimco's naming. So it's the Rimco Zeus pump.
Put Zeus on there. Anthony's named Zeus. I thought you can get a little picture of a doggy and put it on there. But
it is a 24 volt system, but unlike a lot of them, it is not a dual head system. It is a one in, one out. So it's very simple. And then we really like the simplicity of that. So we'll definitely be showing it off there. We'll have a demo on the floor, a dry demo that we can look at, and then outside we'll have one that people can fire and play with.
So question, you got the 12 volts, got one battery. Now, when you do the 24 volt, is it true you have to have 2 separate batteries for that? And if
so you can either
down, are you going to lose a lot of power, or How does that work?
You're right. So what a lot of people do to achieve 24 volts is they're going to use two 12-volt batteries. It's the most economical way. The chargers are cheaper, the batteries are cheaper. Everybody's familiar with a 12-volt system. So take two of them, you wire them up right, and it'll give you 24 volts. So we do that a lot of times. And then you can also get a 24-volt battery, a single battery. They're just more expensive right now. So
it's probably 3 times higher than a
exactly
12-volt battery.
Exactly. So I would say we install about 80% of our systems with two 12 volts.
Now, is that one behind you?
No, this is actually just an AR45. This is an AR45 and just some of our gear drive 5.5 and a 4-gallon machine. These are some that we have displayed here in the store. But no, the Zeus pumps, we go through them pretty quick, so I don't get to keep them on display. So
you've got
So
5.
they that hot of an atom.
I'm sorry.
So they're that hot of an atom.
They are very hot. I did just have somebody bring one over to me. This is a massive pump. So this is the Zeus pump. It looks a lot like a Remco, just your standard 12 volt, a lot bigger. But as you can see, one in, one out. They're both 1-inch connections. And then you have your 24 volt wiring.
Yeah, I was just curious about the footprint. I know the 12 volts got a small footprint.
Yeah.
Now, it's just going to be that plumbed in just like a 12 volt, but it's going to be.
It's just
absolutely. Okay. And that's the beauty of it. It's how simple it is. So, yeah, we'll definitely be showing it off out there. And then the other thing we're going to bring out with us is our hose reels. We have a really nice hose reel that's all aluminum, stainless hardware and manifolds. We have them both for pressure and soft wash. We have an electric version of that coming out at the beginning of the year. And that's going to be very exciting because it's the only electric I know of that has a 3/4 manifold on it. So it's perfect for soft wash. And not only is that 3/4 manifold great for flow, but it's also all stainless steel. So it's going to hold up well to your soft wash systems. And that's going to come out at the beginning of the year. We're going to have one on site to demo as part of our Zeus setup. So people will be able to try it out, see how it reacts. And as soon as we get those finished, they're going to be out to the beginning of the year. So we'll have that with us as well.
Where is Freedom Wash Supply?
Freedom Wash Supply is in Houston, Texas, and that's a big place. So, and I know we have a lot of people around here. So we're northwest Houston. We're about 45 minutes, an hour outside of town.
Nice. And so, is your assistant over there going to bring a hose reel over? I'm kidding.
Oh, they're a little too big to pick up here, but we'll have it with us out there.
I just love how it's like Rachel Ray talking, and all of a sudden it comes right over there. It's like, oh, here he is. I'm just waiting for
somebody just brought me one. At least it didn't fall out of the sky, right?
Oh, definitely not. That'll hurt you.
So if you got two 12-volt batteries and you're out 12 hours a day,
yes, sir.
What do we got to do to keep them batteries charged?
So we can get all day runtime. So we actually had somebody come through recently that was doing about 7 apartment complexes around the Houston area. They were washing all day for several weeks. And they were able to run all day without recharging at all. It's a very efficient system. We were running 2 27 DC batteries, your marine batteries that pretty much everybody is using. And they were giving them all day power. So we've been pretty happy with that. However, we do put no-code charging systems on it. And if they need to, they can, plug in and charge. And that's what they were doing overnight. And it worked, it worked great to give them all day power. So we haven't seen an issue where we're having to charge midday, luckily, because we don't want to do that. That's a big interruption to your day. But if someone needed to, we could supply more power. There's ways to extend that life.
Yeah, we had a burner that went out one night and took it to the shop, had them work on it, and they said that it's dropping voltage below 12 volt. And the only way I could fix it, I'm gonna put a generator on the truck with it, or plug it into the back of the truck where you plug your trailer lights up at, and all that to keep it from dropping below that. But that means your truck's gonna have to sit there and run all night too. So
power is very important. We had somebody recently that wanted to install their own, and they thought that they had put a charger on there that would charge both batteries and do it properly, and it was not. It was charging one of the batteries properly, and the other one it was not charging fully. And when they came back in, everybody always insistent it's the pump. The pump is rad. The pump's not working. You know how that is with Remcos on the 12-volt side as well. And sure enough, we tested both batteries, and one of the batteries just didn't have a charge. It wasn't giving enough voltage, and so the system wasn't working. So if you don't have good power, pump's not going to run. And so having a proper charging system, and it's not very difficult. We just put a 10x2 charger on them, and we charge them overnight, no problem. That maintains both of them, keeps them at a proper charge. It charges both of them at the same time, which is important, and brings them up to their full power. And we have no problem with them. But if you get into situations where those are wired wrong or the charging system is not set up properly, you can definitely have some issues. We see a lot of problem with wiring, people not using the right gauge of wiring, not the right size circuit breakers, and then the plumbing. The plumbing, as you know, with 12-volt systems, you have to have the right plumbing on it. If you don't, you're going to be popping those pressure switches left and right. And on this one, the pressure switch is a lot more expensive. We're talking about $120, $140 compared to like $40 on a 12-volt. So you don't want to be sitting there popping those left and right. As long as you have good plumbing, you'll be able to, it'll last, and you won't have to deal with that.
So I was going to bring up the wiring, but also fuses. You use the wrong fuses, it's going to cause an issue. And then what I was going to ask you is, what I hear a lot with the 12 volts is they're garbage. They last a month or what. I've had one on, so it's so rusted out and it lasts, but because I clean it. Is there anything you have to do differently? I've not used 24 volt, but I did, had 12 volt for years because that was after the pump up sprayer and the garden hose. It was a 12 volt. There was the next soft wash thing. And, we've got a ball valve. It's on chemical and water. If it comes home and it's not on water, I start yelling at people. You want to buy a pump? Clean this stuff out. So we know when it's not cleaned out. We clean it out every day after the job. But is there any, what is the longevity of a 24 volt? Obviously, if you don't clean it out, it's not going to last very long. But cleaning it out, what's the longest life you've had on one?
So these Zeus pumps have only been out since about February. Mm-hmm. So we don't have we don't have a lot of time with it yet.
Right.
But I will say we have been using one since then with zero issues. We have a lot of customers out there that have been using them that we've installed, and they have zero issues. But we preach exactly what you just said. The experience that you have in the industry, if you don't clean those 12-volt systems out, they will die on you. The pump head's going to corrode. You're going to have endless issues. You have to religiously clean it out. If you skip that even just a few times, you're doing major damage to your pump. And it's the same with, a lot of people, or not a lot of people, some people upstream, we've seen a lot of people coming through lately that are putting chemical through these stainless pressure pumps. And it's the same situation. If you don't clean those out, they're not going to last. It doesn't matter if it's stainless. It doesn't matter if they have Viton seals and all that stuff. That helps it last, but not if you don't clean it out. So your maintenance is going to be identical to what you mentioned with the 12 volt. Wash it out every job. Make sure you thoroughly rinse it. Some people go as far as to run a neutralizer through it. That helps even more. I'm not going to say you have to do that. We literally have 12 volt systems that are on some of our trucks that have run for over 3 years. And I know that's unheard of. I know people, say that there's no way that you're doing that. And I will say that's the longest one we've ever had. And when it dies, we're probably going to spray paint it gold and put it on the wall because they just don't last that long. Right. But when you clean them out, there is a possibility for them to do that. And we normally get at least a year and a half out of them. No problem.
I got about a year and a half off of my transfer pump.
Right.
Knock on wood, it'll probably go dead next week while I'm gone.
When you mentioned it, that's when it's going to happen. And these Zeus pumps are only $1,400. So when you compare this to the performance and what you're going to get, I'm not going to say they're cheap. $1,400 is $1,400. And, we want to keep expenses down. But I will say, just like the 12 volts, I still recommend having a second, because just like a 12 volt, you can take a nut off, pull this off the mount, and you can quick connect it. And with just a change of a few fittings, you can be back up and running out in the field. So
I got one more question before Phil comes on about the charging system. Have you ever thought about solar panels? I mean, we've got the solar panels for the RV that charges the battery. Is that something, or is the chemicals just too much for that charging system?
I think it's a good option, and we want to experiment more with doing that. We've only been on the supply side for a couple of years, so we're starting to do some innovations, and that's one of the things we want to look at is some charging systems. I think it's a really good option as the cost of solar comes down, as that technology matures. I think that's going to be really great because most of our trailers are sitting out in the sun all day.
Especially
I'm not just talking about storage, but when you're out working, it's out in the street, out in the driveway all day, and so it's a natural for having some type of solar charging. So I look forward to playing around with that yet, but I don't have the answers yet because we have not had time to try that out.
All
but
right,
I think it's really something we should experiment with.
Make sure it's a true solar panel, and I get 10%. I'm just kidding.
Absolutely. Well, it was great chatting with y'all. Thank you so much. And I really look forward to meeting everybody out there, not only seeing y'all and seeing all our friends that we know, but meeting so many incredible people that are going to take the time to come out here and really invest in their business. We look forward to talking with everybody.
And you are about to get Panhandle baptized. So,
all right. I look forward to it.
That's what we're going to start calling everybody's first time, Panhandle baptized.
Yep, absolutely.
You got that itch every year.
We're jumping in the deep end.
Well, thank you. So
thank you, sir.
See you, and we're going to have a lot of great contractors out there to speak with you.
Absolutely. Look forward to it. Can't wait.
Have a good night. All right, bye.
What's up, Chris?
All right. Bye.
Bye.
Ladies and gentlemen, the main event of the evening.
Good morning. Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning. How are you, sir?
I'm tired. I'm ready for bed.
Are you ready for next week?
Oh, I'm ready.
Okay. I'm
We've been ready. We've got all of our merch. We got all of our freebies. We got hats.
Cool.
We got koozies. We got notebooks.
Like it. I like
Look
it.
at you go.
We got a bunch of stuff.
I'll bring the pens. You bring the notebook. They can take notes.
Done.
Done. Look at that. Teamwork. I've been telling you guys.
Your wife said he's ready.
Yeah. So no, it's great to have you there. And not only are you a sponsor, you're also a booth holder, and you're also educating. So that is like a triple whammy for support for these contractors. I appreciate that so much. Without the knowledge of people like you, then they'd just be coming over giving high fives. There'd be no information and education going on at these events. So people like you educating and giving them information, good information that you've learned, not because you went and read a book and you know it all, it's because you actually did it. And that's the difference between the Panhandle event and most of the other ones. You've physically done it. I've physically done it. Anthony's physically done it. And Jeremiah's physically done it. We've all been out there in the field and learned. And back then we didn't have TikTok and YouTube and all Facebook and all this. Oh crap, look, I just burnt that bush. Let me make a note not to spray that one again. That's how we had to do it.
Right.
But now there's so much out there, but there's so much misinformation out there also on the internet. So,
and what makes it great is that we're still out there doing it as well. So it's not like we're not like the old people that are sitting in the background and we used to do these types of things, and we're up to date with all the new stuff that's coming out, all the new inventions, all the new cleaning methods. So we're out here nonstop. We just finished cleaning a 11-story hotel last week.
Nice.
And I got crews out this week cleaning 23 miles worth of sidewalk and street curbing. And
I mean,
23 miles.
Woo!
Yeah.
Don't get that big building washed?
Yes, sir.
Cool.
Yes, sir.
So let's talk a little bit about what you are going to be doing. What are you going to be speaking at? I mean, we know you've got a booth and you got some great stuff, but what are you don't tell them everything, just nitbits. What are you going to be going over at your?
He's going to teach Anthony to get off his truck next year.
Yeah.
Wait, we're doing what?
You're going to teach Anthony how to get off his truck next year.
You don't want off your truck. Man,
Anthony's gonna be off his truck next week after listening to this.
Hey, I
But
won't be
yeah,
in
I
my
mean,
truck next week because I won't be here. They're going to be running it.
Hey, Tracy, Anthony's going to be buried in his truck. He's not getting off that truck. Same as Shane's, not getting off the truck.
All right, let's let him talk.
Okay, good.
yeah, so we're going to be the training is built to scale, more than a hose, more than a hose and a hustle. And essentially it's just obtaining the mindset to actually grow a business and not be a paid employee. Because a large percentage of washers in this industry, even though they're business owners, majority of them are laborers within their company. Like, yeah, they've created themselves a nice little cushiony job for themselves, but that's what it is. It's still a job. So what we're going to be tackling into is how we've gotten in under 6 years, how we've gotten to 4 companies, actually 5 companies, multiple employees, and just having the ability to scale, because everything is scalable. It doesn't matter even if you're not in the pressure washing world, what we're going to be teaching is going to be applicable to every company, that every type of company that's out there, because everything is scalable. It's all about mindset. So even this morning, like I was sitting in one of my networking groups that I go into, and one of the individuals asked everybody inside of the group, like, hey, raise your hand if you're a business owner. Obviously, everybody raises their hand. Then he says, keep your hand raised if you can leave your company for 30 days and your company is still making money for you and you're able to continue to scale with you being gone for 30 days. And there was only one hand that was up inside of that room, which was myself out of 42 contractors. So,
Wow.
I mean, we take a lot of pride. Jasmine and I have built an empire, and we're continuing to build an empire. And I don't know it all. I don't know even close or remotely to where I want to know. And I'm going to be a lifetime learner. But we do have a lot of growth that's taken place, and we're just excited to share it with people, just like everybody else that's on here. It's all about education. It's all about providing and giving back to the community, because the community gives so much to us, and it doesn't harm me to give back to the community. So
What you're saying makes a lot of sense. There's a lot of guys, one guy in a truck, but what happens if that one guy gets sick? What
Right.
happens if that guy breaks his leg?
Right.
His family's not getting fed. So if you have a team that you trust, that you could be sick and be home for however long you need, you can't do anything for 6 months, you're either going to file bankruptcy and lose your house and you'll be homeless, or you can put what you're saying in place, or what you're going to tell them in place, so they have a backup for their business and they don't have to worry. I mean, that pretty much, you think if you got a one guy in a truck and something catastrophe happens, he's done.
Right. Yeah, that's absolutely, and that's why we're going into it, because even this year there's been multiple washers that have passed away, and it's unfortunate that majority of them were owner operators, and there's nothing wrong. There's nothing wrong with being an owner operator. However, if we were to take a percentage, like say there was 100 people and they all said, well, I'm an owner operator because I love washing, you'd find that a very large percentage of them really don't love washing. They're just fearful of the unknown. The unknown being they don't know how to scale the company or get it to, or are they going to be able to provide for future employees. But we're getting ready to walk into a room of 300, 400, 500 pressure washers, and you're telling me if there's 300, 400, 500 single pressure washers that are making a good living, that you can't have a business with 10 pressure washers and make a good living?
Yeah. I need to do one thing. When you do this, you're Thursday, right? No, Wednesday.
Yes, sir. Thursday, 9 a.m.
Thursday, first one, 9 a.m.
That question that y'all got asked, ask that same question.
Oh, we will.
I want to see how many people's hand stays up.
And some people,
I'm trying. They're out washing now.
Yeah.
They're washing tonight, and I'm at home.
Yeah.
So,
people.
I'm trying, Phil.
The trust, though. I mean, you see, he's all clenched up. He's all calm and relaxed. But now he's like, it is when you build a business for yourself and you put a lot of money into the equipment and you've done so well, it's hard to trust and hand that over to somebody. And, I know where Anthony's coming from because it used to be just me and Shane out washing. And, now I do the store and he's still out washing and we have guys helping us, or we partner with other companies. But I don't think that Shane could just go turn over his brand new trailer he just bought. I mean, my SUV he just bought, and hand it to somebody else. I'm not bitter. But it would be hard for him that he just bought this $125,000 trailer that's got everything on it, including.
I'm gonna prove you wrong on that one. I'm gonna come down there and
you're gonna take it.
He can stay home and I'll do his work for him.
Is that after you cut down Jared's pear tree?
Yeah.
Yeah. So anyway, so it'll be hard. He won't even let me touch it, and I'm just like, I've been washing the same amount of time as you. You're like, come on. But, so I know a lot of guys that are so proudful and dedicated and work so hard. It's hard for them.
Right. And that's what a lot of them rely on too. It's just excuses. Nobody can wash as good as I can. Nobody can sell as good as I can. Nobody can take care of the equipment as good as I can. It's all just a clutch because they can't get past that fear. 125,000. Like if I'm going to go out in the field with $125,000 rig and I'm going to make 300,000, why can't I buy 5 rigs at 125,000 and all 5 of those rigs are making 250,000 for me? I don't care about the equipment at that point. Give me the money.
No, you can buy it.
Right.
Y'all blow it up.
Buy them over and over again.
We're gonna put one on it in the morning.
Yeah, you just have to. And I don't remember who told me this, but a long time ago, somebody let me know you don't get attached. You don't get attached to things that are meant to work for you and make you money. So like if I'm going to go buy a work truck, I'm not going to buy a work truck that I love. I'm not going to get leather seats in it. It's not going to be, it's a work truck. So I don't care who gets into the truck. I don't care who drives it. Like it's not mine. I'm not in love with it. It belongs to the business. Right. So same thing with the equipment. The equipment doesn't belong to me. The equipment belongs to the business that I'm creating.
That makes perfect sense. Except for, when you said, you don't fall in love with something that you have. What did you say that you have that
something that's towards the business, like it
works and makes money? Because my husband loves me and he just got me to work and make money. That's why he wasn't going to get married, but then he's like, I was his best employee. So, he did it.
And here we are.
Here we are. How many years later?
Like the bleach sprayer there, he said the fear of the unknown is what I'm trying to overcome. Yeah. I guess that's me too. Mm-hmm. The fear of the unknown.
Keep pointing at you.
But like I said, I'm trying. I'm giving them a little bit more rope all the time. Yeah. I mean, they got 3 or 4 jobs to do next week while I'm gone. I mean, I'm going to be 5 hours away from them. So, I mean, it's up to them.
Yes, sir. And you're going to be happy because you're going to be on a work vacation and money's going to be coming in.
Yep.
Checks are going to be getting signed. That was the, my wife and I just went on a cruise. One of the last things that I struggled with letting go within my company was sales. And, when I went on the cruise, because I wanted to not have any control over it whatsoever. So we go on to this cruise and I scheduled one of my estimators to just do estimates all week long without me having a hand in it or being involved at all. In a 3-day time period, he did $17,000 in closed business with deposits on every single job.
Nice.
Cool. You trained him well, didn't you?
Oh, yeah. That's what you got to do. Education.
Yeah, that's key.
If people would just educate themselves, then it would help get past that fear because it's no longer the unknown because you've educated yourself on it. So I feel like we've talked about this on every single podcast in regards to what we're holding in our hands right here, this incredible piece of equipment being our phone, utilizing the web. Everything is right here at our fingertips. What we're capable of doing in our stage of life 30 years ago, people never would even imagine this.
Oh, no.
I feel like 30 years ago there weren't even cell phones, right? Am I wrong? Or like pagers maybe being invented
They
then?
was them big bulky things that you can put in your car and call them car phones.
Like, oh yeah, and like
There were
I feel like I would have like some sort of phone hanging on my wall with like a wire attached to. I don't even.
Yeah.
And you had the pager, beep beep. Oh, I gotta call this number.
Yeah.
So
It's going to be exciting. I look forward to your class. I'm going to
Yes.
sit in on it and try to take notes. And may just record it. Bring me a little recorder and just set it up there on the podium and record you, because I can get all of it, and then I can bring it home and I can just listen to it and just get all the nuggets and all the information and just get it into my brain and everything. But learn so much from you, brother, and it's such an honor to have you on the show, have you be a part of Panhandle, being on the floor and on the stage speaking too. I mean, like Trudy said, you're doing it all this year, man, and we're proud of the way how far y'all come in the last 6 years. And last year was the first year we actually met and everything, but man, look forward to many, many more years.
And Anthony, once you get all his stuff into play, look how much more time you'll have to devote to the Panhandle Expo.
You're going to be baptizing everybody.
Hey, we better. They got a little pond out there, don't they?
Oh, good Lord! Anthony's gonna be dunking people.
No, somebody's going to have a 500-gallon tank with a big lid on it, and we can just jump
in the name of the Panhandle.
How about we just get a scoop and just psh. Okay, never mind. That's why it's called clean humor, because we get silly every once in a while. But no, we really appreciate you being there. I know last year was your first year, correct?
Yes, ma'am.
So you got baptized last year too. It happens. It's not for me. I put a lot of work. I start after this show's done. I start for next year, and
we've already started for next year.
Yeah, we have already started for next. Gosh. Anyway, so I mean, we love doing it just for the education side, and without you guys volunteering to give this information out to the contractors, like I said, it wouldn't work. Without our suppliers, our co-vendors, our volunteers, none of this would happen. So you guys don't even know how much I appreciate you guys backing this one little girl that's been busting her butt to make this happen. And it's, I'm proud of it. I'm proud of it. And I'm proud of everybody that's part of it. So thank you guys for doing that. And Anthony, you've been my little sidekick since the first show. So,
they've got an analogy for it. It's called the big spoon theory.
Oh.
So there's a lot of people that walk around and they have a little spoon and they're just scooping out and they're feeding themselves.
Yeah.
But if you get into a room with a bunch of power team individuals and everybody walks around with a big ladle spoon, it's called the giving spoon, and they scoop and everybody's just giving to each other, everybody's going to have a lot more than if they would have just walked in with a tiny little scoop and were just feeding themselves. So the more that you focus on giving, the more that you're going to receive in return. So
I learned so much every year. Every year I learn, and it's just things blow me away, and I'm just like, I've been washing 17 years longer than this person. How did they know that? It's like, I should have known that. But, back when we were washing, we didn't have that. So, I learned all the newer things and it's changing daily. The technology, the chemicals, the substrates that we have to wash is just totally, we've got Barry's plants that are $3,000 that we got to protect now. That's just so much,
Right.
There's so much going on in the industry and it's going so fast. Like back when we started, it was just like, oh, it's here. And all of a sudden it's like, whoa, and you're like, whoa, what just happened? What is all this stuff? And it keeps changing and upgrading. And it's like the iPhone. Every time you get a new iPhone, you need a new charger because they change it. And it's just so much different. It's so much different things than we used to have to do. So, even if you've been in the industry for 20, 15, 10 years, you're still going to learn something from the event.
Are we 10 minutes over? Y'all want to keep going or y'all want to shut it down?
Well, I need to go to bed.
Well, y'all don't go nowhere give 5 minutes after we get off here.
Yeah, I've got
But
6.
anybody, guys, if y'all ain't done it, go to panhandleexpo.com, get ready for the event. It's going across the bottom of the screen. After you do that, go download the app at the Apple Store, Google Play Store, turn on your notification buttons, get all that stuff situated and worked out now before you even get to the event. Save you a little time right there. We look forward to seeing everybody next week in Panama City Beach. See y'all.
Thank you, guys. Bye.
6 days. We'll see y'all then. Come get your free hats.
Yeah.